Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Fury's Finest Season 7 of the finals here. We've got Jian on the red side and Bobby on the blue side. This is a Timelines event final. We've got Jian playing a Web Warrior team with Miles, Spectacular, Black Cat, Spider Woman, and Elektra with Mission Objective, Aunt May's Wheat Cakes, All Webbed Up, Brace for Impact, Spider Tracker, and Bobby's playing a First Avenger list with Steve Rogers, the Black Widow, Cable, and Wolverine with Battle Plan, Indomitable, Vertical Assistance, Avengers Assemble, no matter the cost. I'm looking forward to this one. Joining me on commentary is the host, the TO of the event. It's uh it's Patrick, aka Lawtalkingguy. I have someone at my door. So Patrick, how's it going? Let the audience know how's it going. I'll be right back.
Awesome. It looks like we've got kind of an old school matchup. Looks like it's Infinity and Spider Infected, and we are just in the middle of deployment. So, not gonna lie, when I saw Cable first come out, I was thinking X-Force, but it's looks like it's Avengers. So we're just kind of watching to see how things get set up. It looks like it's a 5-on that got put down by Bobby. Um, but it looks like we're getting started, and I am anxious to see how this comes out. It's been it. This is the first timeline event that we've had, so it's interesting to see what's made it out to the finals and what the characters that are actually out on the board. So it looks like we've got Wild Steve and Cable down for Bobby. And it looks like we've got Miles and Felicia that are down for Jian. And who's that's getting put down on the dumpster? It is. Oh, it's the Black Widow. Not just a Black Widow, but the Black Widow. So it looks like we're getting set up. And I'm really interested. These are two high quality players. And we're fighting to get their name on the get the name on the board and to have the Beyonder award them everything that they desire. So no pressure. We got Jessica down for Jian, and then we just got one more placement left to go for Bobby. And it looks like Wolverine's setting up right next to Wild Steve. And then we'll get the rest of deployment finished up and we will be ready to light this candle. And we got a little bit of looks like a little bit of spread now. We've got looks like we're basically picking two lanes. We've got oh, and there's your grunts. Okay, so we've got So we basically looks like that. Cable's going right down Main Street, and then other than that, looks like we've got people on either side looking to contest the formulas and to nab a couple of spiders. So everybody's down. We've got power that's powered up, and looks like we are ready for our first activation. Who are we gonna get first? Looks like we're going Cable first. Cable looks like he's gonna slow walk medium base and just nab him a spider. To be clear, I have already uh, I'm already under strict instructions that I am allowed no more than one. That's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see how it plays out for him. So we'll see if I'm able to hold to that. I'm not real sure I can go with that at that point, but that makes some sense. Cable coming up front and nabbing the middle spider, getting going up on extracts, and we'll see what he can do to survive the event. All right, what are we doing here? Got the 3 tool out. A little planning going on. And have we activated? Can't tell if. Yep, that's Cable. So he's just hanging out midline. Come at me, bro. Let's see how Jian responds. I believe that is spectacular. That is activating. Can't tell. I know we've gotten spoiled by not having those 3D models, but all right. So yep, that's spectacular, and he grabs himself a spider, and he is hanging out on an infinity formula. It looks like he's just gonna position himself to see if he can get out of Cable's range, which makes some sense. Pop himself on the other side of that. Pop himself on the other side of that infinity formula. That makes sense. Good play. So we've got. So now webs have grown even on spiders, and they are contesting one of the formulas, and that is spectacular done. All right, so who's next?
All right. Sorry about that. One of the timing is was just incredible there. All right. Looks like they're in deployment. And
Yep.
did I miss anything? Anything crazy happen?
So Cable kind of came down Main Street and just picked up the midline spider and stuck his chin out to see if anybody wants to punch it. Um, Spectacular then went over to the far right spider, grabbed it, and then hopped over to the other side of the Infinity Formula to make sure that Cable couldn't shoot him in the face.
Oh wow. Interesting that okay, so that means Bobby had priority here. Oh yeah, I
Yes.
see the priority roll. Okay. So it's interesting that that GN opted for a more conservative approach on the Infinity here rather than like diving with Spider Woman. And it looks like Bobby has also not dove the uh, the extract either. It's That's interesting. I mean like when I played a few timeline games, pretty much anytime we got a mission like this, we both players were diving each other's spiders or cubes. It was pretty wild. It just created like this chaotic game immediately. But it looks like
I was gonna say, I think
he's moving
it's
Spider Woman
time.
to contest the
Yep.
because there's no threat on that set anymore with Bobby going four wide and
Yep.
Wolverine and Steve on the top there.
Yeah, it looks like we got some diving going. I wondered if because Cable was able to let Bobby get up on extracts, I wonder if that limited the incentive to get super aggressive with regards to everything. But I guess we're gonna find out. But yeah, Jessica's kind of built to get to make that dive, particularly on round one. Looks like on that side, their webs have got a pretty good advantage in terms just a threat level as well. So
Yeah, the thing too is that's pretty funny here on the bottom is with the Black Widow and Spider Woman is like they're gonna be like it's like a cat fight. Is that a bad way? Is that a bad way to say it? Like they're both counting blanks in martial artist, so they're gonna be like tickling each other. And yeah, we'll keep it PG-13 down there on the bottom of the screen, but yeah, they're both very defensively strong, and so I don't know how much damage output they're gonna be dealing to each other. So very interesting. Looks like we're gonna see a pretty even score here overall. I'm looking at like what the round's gonna project, but the spiders are gonna have that extra infinity power, and it's gonna power them up to get those steals online on round two, which is pretty
yep.
scary for Bobby. Looks like he's gonna have to put some work into them on round two before they and hopefully get a key days is what I'm seeing if he wants to swing this game in his favor.
Yeah, I think he's certainly of the two going to be the one that's going to choose violence first.
Okay, so
Although,
go ahead.
nope, you go ahead.
I was just gonna say, how long have you been running these Fury's Finest events?
Well, this is seven. So we've been going. I think we're in year. I think we started in. Oh gosh, it's been at least 2 years that we've been going, and we've kind of tried all kinds of different formats. The first couple of years, we try to get kind of hinky and do sort of World Cup style with group stages and knockouts, and we ended up just deciding that it was a lot easier to just do it kind of like everybody else was expecting. So we used more traditional formulas. We did one year where, which I think was super fun. We did a what if where everybody drafted their rosters and got to use the leadership for everybody of whoever your leader that you drafted. That was really fun. That might be something we revisit sometime in the future, but it was a good opportunity to try it was a good opportunity to try a timeline, kind of everybody get a chance to kind of sink their teeth into it a little bit and see what it felt like.
Yeah, I remember when the I signed up for this one. This was the first one I participated in, and
Oh,
I
good.
I I voted for the timeline because I wanted practice for Adepticon. Because
Yeah.
I played in three other timeline events, and I was like, you know what? Let's make it a fourth one. I can't get enough practice in this format to feel
It's
100% ready, and that's why I voted for timeline. And it was fun. It was a lot of fun. I got beat pretty bad actually by Jim Bain, so Bobby's brother, who was also in it, and
nice.
it made me tweak my roster. But like the week before the event, which was good. It was I needed it. It was a tough loss, but it was definitely needed for me to get better at timelines.
Well, that's kind of the idea behind the Secret Wars. It's, we're not, we don't want it to be like a super sweaty, hyper competitive thing. It's, it's a chance to try different stuff. It's a chance to, put some rosters on the table that you might not try otherwise, and in a competitive format, but not, it's exactly what it's for. It's like to prepare for Adepticon, or if you've got a local event that you're preparing for. That's really the idea is just to get a chance to get some reps in a tournament format. That's that was the idea. So I'm glad that here that it was helpful. Did you find it helpful for your Adepticon preparations?
Yeah, for sure, exactly. It made me I got completely dunked on by a Hydralist, and it made me switch my webs team to have a Hydra Flex in it, in case I got put on demons or Fisk or something like that. I could pivot to a Strucker leadership instead of having to use the Web Warriors. And yeah,
Smart.
so it was cool. I really ultimately I loved the list that I created, and I was really happy with it. So yeah, the this was my first. I'm new to the Discord, and and I'm also new to the Patreon. I think you have to be a patron member of Furious Finest to join the Discord or get the Discord invite, and I did that recently, and everyone on the Discord is very nice, and it's a really cool community, very friendly with each other. So I'm glad I joined, and it's been cool so far. So and I'm excited for the next. I'm a competitive player. I like to play these events, so it's I'm excited for the next Secret Wars that get set up.
Stoked to have you. That's exactly. I mean, that's kind of what that's here for. I've been kind of around for a while. When when the I wasn't an original adopter with the Fury's Finest, but it was relatively new. I had never played a tabletop game at all before I started playing Crisis Protocol, so I was really a babe in the woods and listened to about maybe 60 so of the episodes just back to back to back, just really binged them, and it's been great. I've just fallen hook, line, and sinker for this thing, and we kind of got to talking in the Discord and talking about doing tournaments, and we sort of realized there's no reason we can't do a tournament. Somebody should probably do something. Well, okay, I guess that's me. So that's nothing too complicated, but that's what we've been doing, and it's really been gratifying to see how much fun everybody's had with it.
Yeah, looks like they finished round one here. Jian has scored two secures and two spiders, giving him four. And Bobby had scored three spiders and he scored one secure because Spider Woman on the bottom there was able to stop him from scoring that
Yep.
one, putting him at a 4-4 4-4 tie game. Matt Alex in the chat here saying he's gonna be joining patron, and a toast is cheering for Jian. Yeah, Jian is actually a previous champion of these events. Patrick, uh, was there who won the first four, maybe five Secret Wars?
Oh, I mean, it says that Jesse won, but I mean, I think we all really realize that that's probably just nonsense. No, just no. Jesse schooled the rest of us. But yeah, John's the defending champ and is trying hard to hold on to his crown.
Yeah, I played him recently in just like a pickup game here, like on looking for group kind of situation, looking for game, and he completely he destroyed me. And you know what? He did it, and he was very polite about it too. So it's
Isn't that the
he's a very nice guy. So yeah.
isn't that the most maddening thing when you have someone that curb stomps you and then is so polite about it?
Nah, it's good because of course like that's what
Awesome.
we're here to have fun. So it was
No, it's
yeah, it was very it was good.
I will say I've never encountered something where I've had so much fun losing.
Yeah, this is this game itself is incredible, and the community overall, like the general community, like the online one is the one I interact with the most, and they're like all the vast majority of people that I talk to are just awesome. This is it's incredible. I mean, that's why I've been playing and been involved in this community for like the last 2 years. Actually, I met Bobby and his brother Jimmy in person at Adepticon, and they were really great to talk to. We talked to them for the evening before the Wednesday event started, and throughout the events too. And because I saw them throughout the different days, and they were having a great time as well. They told me a story of how they played the Middle Earth Lord of the Rings Battle for Middle Earth tabletop game, and they brought the Fellowship, and they were paired against a the oh man, now I'm forgetting the name of it. The creature from the Moria from the man
Balrog?
that giant creature that it was on the bridge that Gandalf says you can't pass on. What is that called again?
Balrog, isn't it?
Sorry, Balrog. Yeah, Balrog. Yeah, so their team, it was the Balrog versus the Fellowship, and they were able to
Perfect.
win. They were able to win that match, and they made their whole day because,
Let's
yeah,
Yeah, I lose a lot in this game. I'm totally fine with that. But particularly this game, there's just so many cinematic events that can happen where even if something goes and it doesn't go quite the way you wanted it to, man, you could just see how the movie would have played out.
yeah. Looks like we're seeing a Wolverine is going to be playing no matter the cost here. He's gonna be
That'd be
doing
like,
his spender. Looks like into
Comes.
Electra. Yep, that's pretty cool. If he
Yeah,
gets
we're
damage through here, he's gonna be able to place and throw Electra.
Yep. Yeah, nobody we yeah, the first damage that's taken in the game comes from no matter the cost. Mark that
That's
down.
yeah, yeah, that's fair. Let's see if he gets a good roll here. You're really
Let's see
wanting to get
what-
that damage through.
Yeah.
Oh, boom! He gets a big hit.
Yeah, 4 plus the crit.
Yeah,
Oof. Okay. And average defensive roll.
yeah, it's pretty good. Toast in the chat is saying that that Jian is also a member of the Pork Roll Protocol team. The Connecticut chapter is what it
Okay.
looks like he said. So
Yep.
yeah, there's those guys are all like they all root for each other. I saw a lot of them. I saw Toast at Adepticon, Matt Alex as well. So it was really cool. That was so awesome. I'm still like on a
Yeah.
high from being at that event and being able to see a bunch of people that I've known or talked to in the past just through Discord and all that. So anyway, looks like Wolverine is gonna throw Elektra probably into Peter Parker here.
To be the play. Making the throw and making sure she's off the point. Looks like. And there's the chip damage. Let's
Ooh, takes a couple points. Peter takes a
Gonna
couple
take
points of
at least
damage.
one.
No, only one.
Oh, only one. That's not bad.
Peter loves like getting man. Peter's gonna be great on this mission. He just that extra power that he's gonna get here
Yep.
from the infinities is like gonna be able to displace Bobby's characters consistently each round, and it's just he's just so awesome. I love what Peter can do for the Web Warriors for only three
Yeah.
threat and that consistent power gain.
He's
It's
a
very
real
cool.
he's a really well designed and a really he kind of fills a gap that webs were needing at that point. And at a 3 threat level, that really makes a difference.
Yeah, that throw, that range three character throw, is just like quite a few big bads in the meta right now that are size three.
Yes.
Like Ultron and Thanos and all that, and just being able to like just displace them. Yeah,
Yeah.
Matt's saying here in the chat that he loves SS Spectacular on Cubes or Infinity. Yeah, that
Yeah.
sounds great. All right, let's
Yeah, I
see.
can. Where are we going here?
We got the martial prowess on Electra here, so she's rolling
Oh,
five
sure.
defensive dice. Oh no, that's terrible for. Oh,
Oh,
but look, Electra didn't do any blocking at all either. But hold on, there's a Miles reroll coming in.
yep.
So this could block and then oh no, okay, no it doesn't. All right, so the worst case scenario for Bobby was avoided because if he did no damage, he would have taken 2 damage on Wolverine. But uh, looks like he whiffed. He paid for the charge. It looks like to get the double wilds, and he
Yep.
didn't. And he didn't get any wilds, which is always a bummer when you do that attack. You're really hoping to get those pierces and those double wild successes.
That
Um,
happens. Seems to be a regular occurrence when I try to do that. But yep.
yeah, it's that's pretty tricky here. Okay, hold on. What is he doing? Oh, he's paying a power. Oh no, another problem that he had there is um I'm trying to understand what's happening here, but another problem is that he had no power either to use the leadership on Steve. He's
Yep.
playing Avengers Assemble now, is what he's doing.
Oh, there we go. That's an interesting choice to play it there. He must have some plans in mind.
Well, I think that like I mean like the things that I saw were that Steve had a spider, and now he's outside of range one of Black Cat, so she can't steal from him and just move
Oh,
away as her
yeah,
two
that's
actions. So she has to move towards
that's
him, and then same
yep.
with Spider Woman on the bottom. He is now also outside of range two of Spider Woman with the Black Widow,
Yep.
and so that just makes it harder for Jian to be able to steal from him right away. So I think that was a
So
pretty
use
good play.
yeah, using his Avengers assembled defensively. That's pretty clever.
Yeah, the it's man, it's interesting here. Bobby might like refuse, like he might just move Black Widow, double move Black Widow to the top of the screen here, and just to basically force if Spider Woman and Miles just stay down there. Sure, they're getting their 3 points, but eventually they could just if Bobby's kill like it uses gets enough attrition through, that would be too slow, and it would force Miles and Spider Woman to rotate up. But
Yep.
let's see. I think that yeah,
We'll see. Elektra's Elektra's not looking very happy right now, so I wonder if that's going to be his target.
yeah. Jian is gonna have to go here with somebody. It looks like he's trying to. It looks like he's mapping out his activation here. Staggering a character is gonna if he does the troublemaker on Black Widow, which or Black Cat, which is what it looks like is happening. He might be able to. Looks like he's maybe. Here's my guess. My guess he's looking to do the stagger on Cable, get the wild on the stagger, get him within range one, get her within range one of Steve, attack Steve with a 4 dice builder, hmm,
Let's see if she.
that doesn't get the steal online because steal still takes an action. So
Yep.
maybe just a move steal here is what he's seeing. There it goes.
I. Yep. Looks like that's where we're going, and that makes sense to get yourself up on. Yep. There's the steal. Get yourself up on the extracts.
Yeah. So the problem that Bobby might have to overcome here is that because the leadership is a dice modification and Black Cat does not allow you to do dice modifications when you're attacking her, it means you aren't gonna get the benefit of the leadership. She's going to be probably the tankiest model on the Webs team here,
Yep.
and that's going to be let's see if that becomes a problem for Bobby to have to punch through. Mike Whalen in the chat also cheering on Jian. Lots of pork roll support here. It's pretty cool to see you root on your
That's right.
fellow local slash teammate.
Represent your squad, absolutely. All right, so what do we got? Let's see.
Cable's using his body slide by 1.
Yep. Looks like Cable's sliding. Is he coming to make Black Cat sad? Looks like
Ooh
looks
man,
like that
I'd
might.
love to see that range 3 on Electra. If that's it looks like it's good. There we
Oh
go.
yeah,
Yeah,
got him.
definitely want to. I think you want to take out Electra here before she gets to activate.
Yeah.
I would
Yep.
be
Yep.
yeah, it would.
I think I 100% agree. I think that's the play.
She could just absolutely destroy like 2 characters if she gets a little bit of dice go her way, but like definitely 1. So it looks like that's what we're seeing.
Here
Shut
comes
down
the
that
roll.
explosion.
Ooh.
Oh, that's all right. There you go. That's gonna be enough. Stop, stop. She's already dead.
Yeah, that does not look good for Electra.
Okay, there you go. That's a good start here. You're looking at. Oh, I love the terrain
Sure.
throw.
Yeah, we're picking up. Gonna
Man,
drop a fire. Gonna drop a fire truck on Felicia. I'm guessing.
yeah, that would be really good. If she that's the best way to deal with Blackhead is getting those size 3 and size 4 terrain throws into her because like if you have to think a size 4 terrain throw is basically it's 5 successes, right? You have 5 successes on an attack and you can't explode crits and you can't reroll dice against her. So the only way to like expect 5 successes is if you rolled like 10 dice.
Yep.
So into Black Cat. So basically, this paying 4 power is the equivalent of rolling 10 dice here. He's looking to see if he can cut through Steve. Looks like it looks like he might just be out. So my thought is maybe my thought is like you just throw into spectacular. Okay.
I mean, if you gotta throw, you gotta throw. Yeah,
Yeah, I
Oh,
guess
then
she
that.
has no power. She has no power. So it's like this is the time you'd want to throw the size 4.
Oh, that's. I didn't even. Yeah, that's right.
Oh, man, it's tough. But he got a good roll. Incinerated her. She blocks 1, so she takes 2 and incinerate. But the problem is now that the terrain throw is online, but she would just brace it.
Yeah, she's
So
got brace online.
so it's a tough spot to be in. If you're a Bobby here, I would have.
Yeah.
Um, I think that both are good. Both were all right options. You have Steve now. Basically, you want Steve to follow through on this one and be able to get her down.
That's probably about a 50-50 proposition, maybe going into Felicia.
Yeah, it is tricky because you're only rolling 5. You're rolling 5 into 2 now, and you can't crit and all
Yep.
that. So yeah,
Oh,
that
that's right.
sounds right.
That's right. The fact that she's incinerated helps.
Yeah. So I think Peter's going to try to disrupt that plan, right? Peter's going to try to displace Steve to a point where he only gets 1 attack into Black Cat if that's the pathway he goes into. But let's see what we do on. Looks like we're going on the bottom of the screen here. What are we seeing here? I don't think we saw 5 dice. So maybe this is Spider Woman into the Black Widow.
Makes that.
All right. There we go. Yep. So
Yep.
Black Widow has such a sweet spender too, though. If she gets to that
I
4
know.
power mark, man, and if she can hit hit that 7 dice attack into a full reroll 5 dice attack. Oh man, that's really bad. Oh goodness. Uh,
Oof.
so that's the one problem with getting outside of range 2 is that he lost a martial artist.
That's right.
Not that it would have actually saved him here at all.
Nope.
On this second attack at least,
Yep.
but that's pretty bad. You needed her to get out of there before she got, and
Yep.
it looks like the spiders were able to take her out.
So where's this? Where are we gonna put the spider? That's kind of an interesting play.
Yeah. Spider Woman. So Spider Woman dazed the Black Widow, but Black Widow has that ability to place the spider on her own. Like she gets to pick. So, and Spider Woman has taken her 2 actions. So that means that Bobby at least gets to stop her from picking up that extract. And Miles is already holding one. So it means that the most they're going to score on the bottom here is 3. And looks like Steve has to do some heavy lifting here if he wants to get the board on the top to also be at 3, or like be at 3, yeah, because currently the top of the board is only scoring 2 with Cable getting the into Home Infinity and the Spider. So
Looks like looks like he's trying to get Jessica into, I'm assuming, range 2 for the interrogate.
oh yeah, that's brutal. But hold on. Oh yeah, yep, he's got lots of power to do that. Man, the interrogate is so brutal because like I
It's
always forget about it.
it sneaks up on you. Same thing when it first came out with Agent Widow. I kept trying to find ways to make that work, but man, Spider Woman's such a powerful character, and has is so useful in so many different ways. Then having that interrogate on top of it, especially when she's powered up like that. Holy cat, 7 power.
Yeah, that's you said it, you nailed it. Like that the she already has a great toolkit,
Yep.
and then the interrogate on top is just like chef's kiss kind of situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, Matt's saying that the surprise point has won me so many games. It's fun when your opponent is talking out loud about their mathing up their score, and then they of course don't ever count interrogate, and then at the end of the
Yep.
round you're like, I get a point for interrogate, and they're
Yep.
like they're like like palm like face palming they're like,
Yep.
oh my goodness, all of my math, it didn't even matter.
It's like, oh yeah, about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've that's kind of fun. That's kind of fun. I started playing a little Punisher in Daredevil's Defenders, and you get the same thing with Blood Red and Personal, and Punisher hasn't seen the table for so long that people forget about it.
Yeah, that's right. Looks like Bobby is he did an attack into Black Cat and pushed through 2 damage. He's looking to get one more through. Um and he's not in range here. He could have spent 2 power to do that medium move because he's not holding an objective, but he opted to just stay right there and try to finish her off. Looks like he's gonna lock that in right there. So here's the one more damage. Okay, so at least he's got 2 of the extracts. So they're tied on parity on extracts here. Let's see what Spectacular and Miles are going to do here to end the round. Losing a character, if you're one less wide than your opponent and you lose an activation like Bobby did, it's a lot harder to deal with, right? So they both lost an activation, but Bobby lost 25% of his team versus Jian only losing a 20% of his team before they got to activate, right? So interrogate, spider tracker, web line. It's what makes webs fun. I would say that it's what makes me hate them. uh,
Well, so our group's been talking, and I think we've kind of come to the conclusion that there's probably no S tier affiliations at this point, but Webs is as close as you're gonna get, just given the way kind of things are set up.
yeah, they've just got so many tools. The only thing that they're lacking in really is the any sort of heavy attrition. But the way the crises work is that you can often find yourself in a spot where like you don't really need that to win because you've got the ability to rip extracts off of your opponent, and you've got the displacement, just got so much displacement, so it's not absolutely essential, but it that is like the one thing that they're missing. You've got the all webbed up turns that will can punch through, but that's uh they're not, I mean, like obviously that's not as consistent as like a team built for attrition. So
So what are we looking at here?
once Scarlet Spider is available, what do you think about yeah, Matt, what do you think about Scarlet Spider?
Oh, I mean we've only seen one side of his card, but you know, I keep reading his card and I keep thinking I'm not sure I'm trying to figure out a time where I'd take him over like original Peter Parker, and that might be the definition of damning with faint praise.
the I think that he's very cool. He's got more, he can displace 4 models a turn. So how many? Very few characters can do that.
I
Like
suppose that's true.
Peter Parker, this one, the spectacular. He can displace 2 plus a throw. He can displace 3 models a turn for a 3 threat. Very strong. Miles can displace 2 characters with if he gets those double wilds. So and Gwen can webline like every character in the game. Like I don't know, there's tons of displacement. It just adds more of what they're good at to the team.
It's just it. It really does. It really does kind of turn the volume up on the webs a little bit. And I mean, I think that's probably good. I'm really hoping you don't ever see webs with like a massive attrition piece because that would just get things completely out of control.
Yeah, I'd be playing them for sure if they got this like sick like I don't know maybe what is like 2099 would 2099 be like a good attack piece I don't know
Yep,
I just
that would. If there's anybody, it'd be something like that. Yeah.
that'd be pretty cool. Uh,
Looks like
yeah,
we got a spider picked up.
looks like so he just moved on to the point. Miles, oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
spectacular. Yeah. So Superior Spider-Man may be the is what Matt's saying too. Yeah. So
Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Thanos isn't Web Warrior affiliated. Yeah, Jesus. All right.
Yet.
Yeah. You can play that Venomized card on Thanos, right?
Oh God. Oh my God.
And then there you go. Okay, so let's see. We are looking at the end of the round here. I'm counting 3 secures plus 2 for so 5 for Jin, and we've got Bobby scoring 2 and 1 for 3. So
Yep.
Jin's got the lead here. The attrition from Bobby needs to he needs to make this count. Got
Yeah. This.
Electra. Got Electra needs to be KO'd here so that you gotta get those even activation counts.
Yeah. This is year round. You gotta. This is Bobby's gonna make his move. He's got to do it now.
Yeah, I'm thinking like a cable. Cable's got to throw that size 4. Oh, but man,
Yeah.
everyone has power. It's tough. Maybe he doesn't. Maybe he's got to. Who carries? Who carries this round here? Looks like
Oh.
Steve could carry. Steve could carry.
Wolverine doesn't have the power to really be able to go nuts.
Yeah, only having 1 power is brutal. I think that's why Jin displaced Wolverine off the point there.
Yep. Oh, sure. It's super smart. Yeah, I think Cable. I think he's got to lean on Cable here on this one. If he's gonna be getting back in the game.
We're seeing the spider rolls actually, so that was a not what you want to see out of a spider roll. Steve getting just
Ooh.
displaced out of the
Oh
action.
boy. Oh, that's a problem for Bobby.
All right, let's see if Spectacular gets pushed into the squad here.
That could make a difference.
OG Panther was or is a good piece for Web. Same with Zemo. Skull rerolls on
Yeah.
anyone who can reroll anything is huge. Yeah, that
Yep.
is.
It looks like he's sticking. That is that Miles?
Yeah, that was Miles. He rolled the crit, so he got a
Oh, he
chance.
did. Yep. So Miles is moving. Okay.
That might be it.
We get everybody rolled for?
It looks like.
Yep. Looks like they're auto powering, so we must have.
Yeah, webs are really good.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna be playing them for a bit actually.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean they won the challenger event at Adepticon, so
Yeah.
and I had a lot of fun playing them. So I think I'm gonna give them a shot for a little bit and see how that goes.
I think if now's the time for it. I mean, between where they're at right now, plus you got Scarlet and Gwenum coming.
Yeah. Plus, I got this really sweet spider tracker from Matt Alex. He passed one to
Oh,
me at this, so I got this nice
nice!
little cool thing. So
Oh,
little
very
token.
cool.
I think Matt made them or something. They're pretty cool. They're pretty
That
sick.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, yeah. I think this is kind of this. We're sliding from going Guardians. I think Webs are going to be kind of the next hotness.
Nerf webs. Nerf webs.
Oh, believe me, it's coming. I mean, that those cries are coming. Although maybe the Spider Foes box will be the built-in Webs nerf.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, Crunstall's asking if it's webs defenders or pure webs. I think that I like the aspect of the webs, pure webs, just because they're gonna find themselves in spots that have attrition. There's attrition elements to the match, like people bring crises that are favorable for attrition,
Yeah.
and I like the puzzle that you have to kind of solve with the webs team, and that's interesting to me. Is that how do you get out of that mess kind of situation that you found yourself in, and it's just
It,
I think that's like
it,
tickling my brain right now.
it's sort of like an entirely different gameplay than almost everybody else. Everybody else is at some level looking forward to rolling dice, and webs you're just kind of playing a little bit of a different game, which is fun.
Yeah. And let's see here. Okay, so it looks like Bobby is considering what he's looking for his key activation here. Yeah, man, we're going with Wolverine. Oh wait, hold on, Wolverine. He didn't have power yet when we were talking about Wolverine earlier. He did the power phase after. Um, and then Wolverine does have the ability to charge in.
He could. He could. Let's see if that's the play we're going with.
Yeah. Looks like he's I think that's what he's measuring here cuz like that
Yeah.
the range 2 attacker, the range 2 is like a Wolverine attack.
Oh yeah, that's right where he wants to be.
Oh, Josh in the chat. First time chatter. Thanks for joining, Josh. Two favorite characters are Webs and where character-wise, Webs and Foes. You've been playing them the most. Yeah, they're
I
pretty
think you're
sweet.
well. I think you're in the right time frame for it there, Josh, because I'm super excited about that new foes box.
Yeah, that I just read the cards finally last night. That have been revealed already, and they're pretty cool. I think that Vulture is lacking a little bit, but okay. Looks like we've got Cable here. Oh, are we seeing the? He's setting up a spender.
Oh, we are.
Is it a six? I think it's six power.
It's
So
six.
he's looking to get. Oh, hold on. Is it six? Is it?
I gotta look at. I can't remember. It's either 6 or 7, and
Hold on.
I was just finished playing X Force. I should remember this.
He just spent 5 power to do it.
Yep.
So maybe it's a 5 power spender, I guess. But it's like seven
Yeah.
dice.
It's 7 dice, area 2 for 5 power.
Okay, okay. Uh, and all right, he's going big here, and he's gonna see what he ends up with in terms of
Well,
damage.
he also gets to heal from pulling it
Uh,
off, so that makes a ton of sense.
I can see that, especially since he's like half dead here. Yeah. So here
Yep.
we go. Black Cat taking 3 damage with a reroll
Oof.
coming. Okay, reroll coming, and I always forget about that. But
Yep.
okay, there it is. So it still takes 3. Vulture, interesting but fairly squishy. So I'm concerned. Yeah, we'll see. I think that once people get him on the table, we're gonna understand more
I
about
feel
how
like
the
that.
foes play.
I feel like that abduct on Vulture's got shenanigans written all over it.
That's true. Yeah, that was the match that Josh and I played, foes versus webs, was just crazy. Oh my goodness, it was wild. It was such a crazy match.
It was
Uh,
perfect. Exactly what you want to see.
yeah, it was a really blast to play against Josh. It was very we were both
Oof.
having a good time. Okay, so big hit here, 5
Cape
into 2.
Cable's dropping hammers.
Yeah, there we go. 3 damage into Electra. It looks like. Oh, okay, okay, okay. I'm speaking too soon. Let's see if he gets another block. Nope. All right, so this is what you need. You need to look at this. 2 characters. Um, what I'm seeing here is like now if you just get a good attack into, if you get a good builder into spectacular or something like that, then you can generate enough power to throw that size 2 car, and like maybe there's still brace. Okay, let's see what
He's just
spectacular
gonna.
rolls.
Yeah, let's see. Let's see. I know it's just a question of because he body slid and then did his area attack.
Yeah, he still has
So
another action.
he's still got another action. That's like who are we taking down? Who are we erasing?
Yeah, I think it's got to be Electra for that damage output.
See what I
But
would
Yeah, I think it has to be Electra, and then you could do enough damage to throw the car and force Black Cat to play Brace, which is would be good for next round.
Yep.
So let's see. Look,
Yeah.
he's going into Black Cat, which is fine too. I mean, like both options are good, but let's see how he handles this one. I'm worried for if he doesn't get the damage through. You need the damage here.
Yep.
It's as big.
He's swinging for the fences.
Oh man, the dice are taking a second here. It looks like.
Well, have we?
Oh, oh, we got okay, got her. Maybe. Oh, there it goes. There, the dice have
Okay.
shown up.
Okay. Yeah, that's. Oof, 3 blanks.
Yeah. Okay, so
Bye
you
bye.
gotta throw this car. There we go. Yep.
Yep.
Okay, perfect. I wish he did it the other way where he killed Electra, but maybe he was just worried about the steal again and Black
Hey,
Cat running away with that fast move. So I can
yep.
understand.
If if when you're behind, I think that might have been the play just to make sure that they couldn't that he couldn't send Felicia off to Mars and just run the game out.
Yep. Especially since she had all the power to even hop in, steal something, and then run
Yes.
away. Like,
Yes.
so
That's a good point.
yeah, it's
Well, his dice came through, that's for sure. Man,
yeah, there we go. He his cable clutched up right there. So looks like
right what
it
he
looks like
needed.
Brace is gone too. So Electra is gonna get an activation. Like
Yep.
I think they obviously the play here is to go with Electra, who has basically full power
Oh
and
yeah.
is about to die. So let's see if she can get like an impale into Cable here and just like take him from two to dead, from two to dazed. Yeah, let's see. This is Electra. Man, I'm I I used to not be scared of Electra, and then I played Thanos, and Electra basically one activation took out Thanos from full health, and I was like,
Oof.
I am I am now scared of Electra. From now on, I'm scared of her.
I okay. I have not had that. I've only I have our locals don't play. I haven't seen Electra much on the table, so I tried her in Defenders a little bit and did not have much luck. But hearing that makes me much more nervous now.
Yeah, he's gonna have. Okay, so let's see. Oh, is he attacking? Looks like
Going into
Electra just
Logan
paid a power.
into
Okay, it looks like into low. Yeah, looks like
and
Electra into
yep
Wolverine here is what I'm seeing.
yeah. Make see if we can deny him an activation.
Um, Okay. It's interesting because he doesn't have exceptional healing, and I think that's the vulnerability
Oh.
that Jian is
Ah
identified. And
yep
so he did the damage, so he can now pay 2 power on Electra, and then teleport within range of Wolverine, and then
yep
also get the grunts out and attack Wolverine again, and then impale Wolverine.
yep.
That's all right. I mean, I dig that. It sounds pretty good, and you're also out of range of Steve, being able to
Yep.
hit you back as like easily.
Yep, that's pretty well played.
So it looks like that's what they're setting up here. Because if you shut down Wolverine, oh man, I think that you're putting
That
a lot of
that's
pressure.
well, John's already at a pretty good spot to start with. Although
Yeah,
Cable did what he needed to do.
yeah.
Yep.
The situation that we're seeing is that Jin is picking his targets really well, so that this is another round where Bobby only gets to activate 3 characters,
Yes.
and Jin is going
And,
to be activating 4 characters. So it's like 3 against 4 every round. Eventually, it's going to just overwhelm the other team.
well,
So
plus Steve's out in the wilderness, so it's basically only 2.5 actions.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, that displacement from the spider is brutal. So it looks like the ninjas doing their ninja thing push through
Oh my
another 2
god.
damage. All right, we're gonna see the impale here. I'm confident. Let's go. There it is. 10 dice physical,
He only
and
needs to
no
push two
crits.
through.
No crits, and on top of that, she gets a medium move from the
Oh
attack, so she can like hide in from cover if she want, like hide away uh, from Steve if she wants to. So this
yes.
is gonna be a problem for Wolverine, honestly.
And yeah, she might, because there's already oof.
Oh, that's gonna be it. Yeah, that's not a great roll,
That's
but it's enough.
good enough. That is above average, I think.
Yeah,
No, it's right on.
it's pretty
It's right
much.
on average. About 6 and 10. That's about average.
Yeah. So then we've got the medium move here. Just looks like he's getting out of range a bit. I mean, here's
Yep.
my perspective on this one is like you're injured. I would just go away.
Yep.
Um, like get out of range of Wolverine so that if he did charge into you or something, he'd have to like be off of the point to do it. It would just really disincentivize. And she has stealth, so it's like getting out of range 3 of Cable too is also beneficial. Uh, just like I think that like if this game went to like a fifth round, for example, having Elektra on that fifth round could matter a lot. Whereas right now, it like I would not be surprised to see Elektra off the board on round 4 if um yeah, I think that Elektra will get KO'd in round 4. It might not matter at that point, but
Yeah. I
like
don't.
yeah.
I just don't see a scenario where this game goes to round 5.
So we're seeing the Black Widow has her spender online here, which is
That's
so
true.
sick. Let's see if it works though, because the spiders are tanky. 7 dice
Yeah.
energy. Is he gonna pay for it? There it goes. 7 dice energy. If he gets he's looking for the hit wild here. The hit wild gets him a 5 dice attack with full rerolls, including skulls. So it's a huge build. Like it's a really strong attack to follow up with. It's the finisher trigger. Only the Black Widow and OG Sabretooth have that attack trigger on their spenders, and also there was a new character. I think it was the Black Panther. The new Black Panther has that finisher trigger as well, which is it's just one of the best triggers in the game.
It
So
really is. It makes
boom!
characters.
Look at that roll. Let's go. Let's go.
Oh, that's
Mile
above average.
and Miles rolling nothing. That's gonna
Oh
just one
goodness.
shot him.
Yeah, that's gonna be no more miles, which will free her up for another activation.
Let's see. He does have his hold on. He does have spider sense stuff.
Oh,
So
that's true.
so he need if he blocks, he's got 6 successes. So if he blocks 2 of
It
these,
just
he lives.
yep.
And no, no,
There's
no.
nope. Almost got halfway home.
Yeah, and he's got 1 shot. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Oh man, are we missing something? Oh, I did. I can miscounted. I miscounted. I thought he had
Oh,
six
you're right. You're
successes.
right.
He only had
Yep.
5.
Yep.
He didn't use he oh man, that's a bummer. Bobby should have paid 1 power to change a hit into to change a shield into a hit.
Yep.
If he did that,
Unless he did it already and we missed it, and I don't think so.
yeah, no, he still had 1 power on her. I was watching. He started at 5, so Bobby
Yeah.
missed the opportunity to pay for 1 power to get an extra hit in there, and it would have got Miles in 1 shot.
Yeah.
So
Let's see how that affects the rest of the round.
oh, he rolled 5 out of 5. He just annihilated. He just annihilated Miles there. All right, so, all right, that's a finisher if I ever saw one.
So,
Okay, so now he's gonna use. He's going to. You get a medium move. Oh man, I would have loved to see the medium move go onto the other Infinity Portal or something like that.
yep.
Um, KO her and she does.
So
KO her and she's not holding, so it doesn't matter what. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I agree, Mike. Jian is in a great spot already.
yeah, Jian's in real solid shape. So let's looks like we're what are we playing on here?
He's looking to take a second action. The range
Okay.
4. I hope he's measuring range 4. I hope he doesn't get trapped on the fact that she has stealth. He's still so the finisher trigger too. Oh, hold on 1 second. I think you get to do the finisher. I have to look at our card again.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I think you get to do the finisher or the movement they're the same trigger, so the same timing window. So I guess you get to do the finisher and then you get to medium move as well. Like there's the flexibility on that. So yeah, yeah, very cool. Okay, yeah, that's right. That's correct. So
So she
she
just she just advanced herself medium back on the backside of the bottom right point.
yeah, I wish he still had
What
another
if
action. That's the problem. He kind of I think there's a little bit of a goof here cuz you could have thrown an attack into Jessica. A four at least like the 4 dice ranged attack. Okay, so maybe he's rotating.
Oh, is he getting himself? Yeah, because he's still got his one activation left. So is he?
Okay. So he's just all right. So he's just going there, and now it's going to be Jin's turn. He's got
Yep.
spectacular, and he's got Spider Woman. You're basically you're gonna in this situation you're gonna rely on Spectacular's defensive tech to keep him alive against Steve, and therefore you can. That's why you can go with Jessica now. And whatever happens on the top of the board with Spectacular and Steve, you can displace Steve and afterwards, right, going last up
Yep.
there, and then basically have the secure dominance that you want to keep the scoring pressure on your team. Okay, so we're looking at scoring. Jin's looking to score two on the bottom here. Spider Woman is going to score a spider and a secure, and then he's looking to score
He'll get.
three on the top, maybe with Spectacular and Electra both scoring a secure each and holding one spider. So he's looking. I think he could. So he's two, three. The most he can score will be going to
15.
15.
Yep. So he'll get. He can get.
Oh, hold on, hold
Well,
on. We have. Okay, now I was thinking of like maybe there's an interrogate in there that I
that's just
missed.
gonna say, unless he's gonna be able to, unless he's, unless he's gonna be able to take the Black Widow down, which I don't think that's gonna happen.
All right, well he's doing a spender. Jin's in the chat. So let's zap and a hop is what. Yeah, there you go. Matt's right there. That's definitely the play. So he's gonna make Black Widow drop her extract, and also hit her very hard. Takes two, I guess, through martial artist.
Or, yep. Yeah, but the bigger thing is you drop the extract.
Yeah, so you just like you need a you're just slowing down Bobby here
Yep.
from scoring. It's
Yep.
basically putting him in a spot where he's gonna have trouble catching up.
Yep.
So,
Just run your lead up a little bit.
yep, that's right. Okay.
Oh, he's just trying to figure out where to
Yeah, he's trying to set up
place
next
the
turn.
spider. It looks like.
He's gonna need to
Yep.
do some heavy lift. Each of his characters is gonna need to clutch up here.
Yeah, it's very much don't call it a comeback time.
Yep. All right. So let's see where it's the
This,
spiders are just like so efficient, right? Like for three
oh,
thread, you get like these nice packages on what your characters can provide for you,
I know.
and just like man, it's like
And then and then you throw Miles' leadership on top of it to keep him
yeah,
upright.
I know it's very they're very impressive. Each
Yeah,
character on their own.
yeah, I'm becoming more and more convinced that at least as of right now, webs are the way to go.
Yeah, they're very fun. I got to play them three times on Saturday and Sunday, and I won a game, I lost a game, and I tied a game. so, so, but
Sit to the
man,
side.
when I won that game, I freaking it was so powerful. Like the win I had, I was able to score on the second round of the game. I went from I think I went from 4 points to 12 points. I scored 8 points on Scoundrels and Cubes on
Oh,
round two with Spiders. It was just an
oh
incredibly
man.
powerful turn. Yeah, yeah, it was.
Oh, talk about a dream draw for your crisis.
Yeah, no, it was. I did get lucky on. I did get actually. I got lucky on quite a few crises draws. I also got unlucky on a few of them too. So there's a little bit
Yeah,
of there's a balance.
sure.
I had to play against. For example, when I played Hellfire into X Men, I had only one pay to flip secure in my list, and that's the one I got picked
Of
when
course
I
you
won
did.
priority. So it's like there was a little bit of karmic balance, I think, overall of the
It's
weekend.
Yeah, that's why you can never complain too loud about stuff like that. It all comes out in the wash. But yeah, when you get that horrible draw in the game you really want to do well, and it's hard to remember that.
Yeah. Mike's in the chat saying people are angry about the efficient six threats when webs are stupid efficient. No one bats an eye. Yeah, I know, right?
It's true. I don't know. I kind of get the feeling people are going to start batting eyes at these guys pretty soon.
I think the issue, like Matt's pointing it out here, the issue is that they take a lot of reps to win at a high level or do perform well with, especially against these monster kaijus that can that feel like they are one shotting everything all the time.
Yep.
And so I think that's like why people don't um, like when you look at them on paper, they don't look like they're game breaking. And then when you play against a good webs player, you're like, how does this exist in the game? This is ridiculous.
Well, that's just it. I mean that's just it. It just you're just laser focused on just getting a 16. And
Yeah.
as much as everybody knows that when you get in the middle of things and you just want to pick up and roll dice and crack heads, sometimes it's hard to lose track of that.
Yeah, we did see a Krunstall pointed this out, I think, and or sorry, who pointed this out? Jin pointed this out. He spider trackered on the cat move, so we just basically guaranteed that Peter would uh would not be dazed this round at all, like by locking in that spider tracker. That spider tracker card
Yeah.
is pretty good in a lot of situations. There's sometimes it just never works for me, but it's one of those cards where it's like it can win you. It can just straight up guarantee you the win. That's basically what happened here. By playing the card, you guaranteed Peter would not be dazed this round, locking in your the significant point discrepancy going into the next round.
Yeah. Yeah, you're just able to you get yourself a lead and then you're just able to cruise it out, just able to cruise it out.
Yeah. Jin's pointing out that they accidentally they made a mistake here where Cap attacked Electra even though she had stealth. But I mean, the reality is that missed every game has mistakes, so it's like
Oh,
whatever.
100%.
Yeah, it
100%.
happen it happens. But anyway, looks like we've got enough damage to push through on Electra here, is what I'm seeing. I'm mathing it out.
Yep.
Do we have a reroll coming in, or is she just KO'd?
To the fourth. Yeah, it's right there unless there's a reroll left to come or something.
All right. Yeah. No, this is recording from yesterday.
Fun.
Yeah, but yeah. So this is fun. I'm glad that players let me record their games for later game streaming, later game replay streaming because
Oh, 100%. This is
I'm not
fantastic.
I'm not available all the time. All right, so I get yeah.
Well, but it's really great to be able to get people to be able to get a feel for what the finals for something like this looks like.
Yeah, a lot of great decision making on both sides. I think both players are
100%.
making are picking a lot of the activations and attack sequences in the right order, and I think that I think really the ultimately what we're seeing here is that the spiders are a fast score. They are scoring faster than this team could keep up with. A couple lucky dazes here and there. Jin was able to shut down a couple of activations. Um, so it looks like, but ultimately I think there were a lot of good decisions were made from both
Oh,
players. So
yeah.
you love to see that.
Absolutely. You can see how this was the finals. I mean, it comes down to little things like Cap getting a spider walk and almost functionally getting a stagger out of it, and that makes a huge difference.
Yeah, we're seeing battle plan be used here, and I'm just trying to understand what happened. Like, okay, is he getting a second attack? How did he get over? Did he use vertical or how did he get to where he got? Oh, he paid 2 power. Oh, okay. Um,
He-
I think there's
So
a little bit of a mix up here because if he do his his pay
yeah,
2 power to get that medium move? Because I don't know if you could have spider trackered off of that. I don't know. Maybe I'm missing something. Isn't it? It's like a move action, isn't it? But
it's the downside of doing it pseudo live is it's hard to kind of tell on the backside what's going on. But yeah,
Um, it's in when in move action. Yeah, so there might have been a goof up there actually. Now that I say that, because you can't spider tracker off of if he paid 2 power on Steve to get that advance was from a cap
Right.
charge. Or cap does cap have charge? I thought he had that just like
Think so, but let me look.
that's okay. I have not played First Avenger, so
Yeah, yeah, he does have a charge. Two
okay. So
for. Yep, that's where it is.
I'm mixing up World War II Steve versus this Steve.
Yep,
Okay, so he does have a
yep. So,
charge.
yep. So that's what he was doing
There we
there.
go. And that's a move action which allowed him to spider tracker. All right,
Yep.
now I'm all caught up in the rules
Now,
here. Yeah, yeah. Here we
there
go.
we got it.
All right. And so yeah, so that was a spider tracker. So that was the first action. So the second action, he's attacking into spectacular. He used his battle planet card to bump Steve range 1 to get him in range of spectacular. So that was a really smart decision by Bobby to identify that card as an out or a way to punch through here. If he was able to if he's able to get Peter here, which unfortunately his dice didn't help him do that,
Well,
it
yeah,
would have been such a good position, I think, overall, or
yeah.
like much better, right? Like you've now got control over the top half of the board, like dominance over the top half of the
Yep.
board, whereas now Peter was able to squeak through, not taking any damage.
Yeah. The question there, so then that becomes, in hindsight, becomes 2020. Is that was bringing battle plan worth leaving exceptional home?
Yeah, that's a good question. I think that um, he brought a lot of movement tricks. Like he brought a lot of movement things and Indomitable. So
Yep.
I think Bobby overall brought great cards. Especially this is
Oh
the
yeah.
timelines format, so it's like your card pool isn't as open as what you're used to be seeing in under standard. So I think all of these cards are totally viable in the
Oh
timelines
yeah.
format. So I love the choices. It maybe exceptional was in his other roster, right? Maybe he was playing X Force and he brought exceptional with
That's
the other
that's a good
characters.
point. That's a good point. That's a good point.
Okay,
All
so
right, 14-9.
yeah, let's see this. Let's see. How do you get out of this one here? You have to.
Uh,
You do have a Wolverine move charge spender with
yeah.
double counting wilds. Like you can one shot Miles or you could one shot Spider Woman. I think you got to clean up on the top half and then send your missile Wolverine in to deal with uh one of the other characters here. Let's see. Looks like that's what
Boy,
we're seeing. We're seeing Spider Rolls, I think, actually first.
boy, Wolverine's so far up. Is he even in range to be able to get anybody down the bottom? I
Dude,
don't know.
that charge into range 3 is very far. Trust me. It's like
Yeah, he might be able to.
he might not be able to get it on like a move charge like on his first action, but like he can definitely do it on a second action. Of course, you're
Yes,
relying on a one shot, but
that's
I
just it.
mean, look at the score. The score tells you you need to
Yeah.
start one shotting it like crazy, kind of thing.
Yep.
So
Yep. And yeah, yeah. I think that's really because yeah, that's really about what you got. You basically are leaning on. Yeah, that's looks like
okay.
that's where we're going.
So he's okay. Looks like he's identified that
Yep.
he's gonna send the missile in first. So that's totally reasonable,
Yep.
especially if you can get a first attack. Like if you can in your first action get your move charge or your charge spender. Oh, the spider on Spider Woman, forced her in to the danger zone.
That makes a difference. That makes a huge difference.
Yeah,
This game
that's
got
really big.
interesting.
Yeah, there's definitely there's a way here. Let's see here. I'm just gonna
Yep.
do the math for man. Like the
Ew.
thing is, like Bobby is like not out of it. Like he can win this game if like his dice have to go his way. But basically,
Yeah.
if he holds 3 secures and each of his characters holds a spider, or vice versa, 4 secures and 3 spiders, he wins the game at 16, assuming Jin is stopped, assuming he can stop him and stop Jin from scoring 16 as well. Which obviously with the attrition plan, it's definitely possible. So let's see.
There's a there's a lot riding on a short Canadian.
Yeah, yeah, that's right. All right. Well, I think that you do have double spenders here with Wolverine.
Yeah. Now that with the spider move, kind of balances out Steve's spider move earlier.
Yeah, that's huge. That's so huge.
Yeah,
So now I would put the entire game on uh on Wolverine,
I
one-shotting
think you.
Spider-Woman and then
Yep,
one-shotting Miles. Like, because you get to
yep.
pick up the spider on top of that. You get to throw maybe I don't know. Yeah, here we go. Wolverine's gonna go here. Charge into Spider-Woman.
To the garage was open, but
Okay.
Oliver said she,
So
I don't know.
something interesting too is like maybe you could play vertical assistance here too to even get like if you needed it. You could like after you're done your attack with Jessica, you could play vertical assistance here to like adjust Wolverine's positioning. I don't know if that matters at all, but let's see. I need to read that card again.
Yeah, I gotta look at it too.
Because it's like, it's not during her turn, is it? Oh, no, it is during her turn.
Yeah, I was about to
Okay.
say. I think that's for Widow.
So what that could do, though, is it could, if she survives and is able to get an activation late in the game, she could, like, spend the 2 power to get Wolverine back on a point that he might have been displaced on. Oh, I just remembered. Wolverine can't pick up spiders. So he needs to be sitting on a secure here if Bobby wants to lock in the game.
That's right, because he's injured. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Well, here we go.
Oh, big hit. Big hit.
No wilds though.
Oh, look at Jin's roll. Oh my goodness. What a good defensive roll.
Oh,
Oh
yeah,
my
that's
goodness. No wilds. Oh man. 7 into 4 blocks.
5 crits.
Yeah, but like,
Five
man, it
crits
just
and no
wasn't.
wilds. Man, you flip those crits over to wilds. Ugh.
Oh yeah, no, for
Yeah,
sure. That would have been. Mike saying, Lucas, are you planning on streaming any of the Sooners tournament league? It's a stacked bracket. Ah, that's a good idea, actually. I hadn't thought about that, but I can, yeah, I could do that. I could definitely do that. I did not think about that, but yeah, yeah. I mean, if anyone's in the Silver Spork event, which it is incredibly stacked. There's tons of good players in that.
imagine.
I will stream it if people message me and ask me to stream it. That's for sure. He'll use Cap's leadership for the wild here. Oh, he not do it? Oh, he did. He did pay for it. Okay. Oh, Jin's saying. Oh, Jin. Oh yeah, Jin's mentioning it. All right, Jin from the future here. He's predicting what Bobby's gonna do. Okay. Is that gonna be enough though? Oh man, it leaves her on 1. Yeah, she blocks 4, and it's that I'm seeing 9. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Oh, hold on. Oh, there's
Wow.
no Pierce on the spender either. Oh, but you get a thrower. You get a thrower if you did damage. It'll get her. The throw will get her.
Yeah,
That's
that's
incredible.
right.
Okay, all right. So there we go. That's
Yeah.
exactly enough. Oh, boom. All right.
Clunk and down goes Jessica.
Wow. All right, there you go. You needed that part of the plan to work out. So
Man.
now he's got range 2 on Miles here.
Yep. And
That's
there's the
crazy.
spider.
That's crazy.
All right, so the first part of the plan worked.
Yeah, yeah, here we go. You need to one-shot Miles again, okay? He already one-shot him
Yeah,
the first time, so it's doable.
it's
Uh
doable. This is a harder. This is a bigger lift.
Now the question was, okay, so then the charge is gone. Like he already paid I think he
Yep.
paid the power for the charge. He must have, right? Yeah,
Yep. Yeah.
because that's why he's
It's
down.
he wouldn't have been able to get into wouldn't it, well that's why he would have gone for the
Yeah,
wild.
that's why his power's gone 6, because he paid 2 for the charge, 3 for the spender, and 1 for
Yep.
the conversion on the leadership. So
Yep.
it means that this attack here doesn't get double wilds. It only gets wild pierce. So he's really
Yep.
going to need to spike here, and he's already used the leadership, and he's already used the charge. So this is like just 5 with a pierce into Miles. Uh,
Doable.
it's doable, but I mean, it is quite the ask, that's for sure.
It is low probability, that's for sure.
Yeah. All right.
Wow.
I think we're gonna see this happen.
Mile.
It's the only viable
Yeah.
outcome, I think.
Yeah, I think so. Miles getting covered too.
Oh no, because it's in range 2, right? So he won't.
Oh, you're right. You're right. You're right. You're right.
Okay. Big roll. Oh, he's spending. Oh, he's doing another spender, so no pierce on this. But getting that extra
Four
throw
dice.
means if you do the damage, you just need to do 4 to Miles with the 7 dice. Okay, I definitely like this better. I think overall, because of that extra chip damage you could do. Only 3. He needs Miles to blank out here. Oh, Miles got it. So it looks like Miles is going to live. He's going to
Yeah.
squeak through this one. Oh, we got a crit. 4 into 1 takes 3. Lives on 1 right now. He's living on 1 before spider rerolls. But man, yeah. Let's see what he gets here. Oh man, no blocks. Living on 1. Jeez, the spiders.
It's
Oh,
what they do,
oh my
man.
goodness, dude. He lives on
It is
1.
it is what they
Man.
do.
He
Oh,
gets to place within 1 though, and he gets to throw him, right? So do Avengers need to murder everything to stay in the game? Oh, basically, yeah, Softlow. If Avengers got this hit kill on Miles, I think um, they're doing pretty good. I think that it might have still been over. Uh, it's hard to say. I haven't run the numbers here, but Peter on the top of the board on the that red base could have
yep.
probably walked twice and then did the web swing to get away from the top of the board. But um, so it's I haven't run the numbers, but yes, if Bobby got that this days on Miles, I think he's in a spot to win the game, or he's in a
Yep.
very good spot at least, or like good spot. I don't know, very good, but
Well, he's still in the game.
he's in the game. Yeah. This I think that Miles being on 1 here is going to kind of lock it in. Let's see. I could be wrong, but I mean Miles is gonna for sure.
His Miles will either
Oh man, maybe not. Right. So Miles is gonna grab a spider and then walk to the bottom left of the screen on the Infinity, right? And that way, uh, Black Widow could still pick up an extract and then go over and attack, or could what could she do? She has 4 power.
could.
Man. Interesting. I don't know what she would do here. Cause
Yeah,
if she
I
killed, if she got Miles, she wouldn't be able to pick up the spider. I think she's in a spot where she has to pick up a spider, move to where Miles is, and do a 5 dice attack into Miles to push through the last damage. Is like what her out would be.
yeah, I'm
That's a
trying to
good
see
one.
if there's any scenario where Miles can just grab something and get out of the way of Natasha, and I don't think there is.
Yeah, well, Brotherhood in the chat said all webbed up here gets makes Black Widow very sad. But the vertical assistance
Ooh.
might like be able to kind of negate that, right? Like you play vertical assistance
Yeah.
and you get 2 short moves. All right,
Yep.
what are we seeing? All webbed up. Yeah, we are seeing the all webbed up here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Oh, so that's Loser.
Yeah, yeah. So now, but maybe you can play vertical assistance and do a short move, and both of those combined gets you onto the Infinity that Miles I think is about to retreat to, which is the bottom left one. Um, I mean, you could try to KO her. She's only has 3 health. If you KO her, you basically have won the game. So that maybe Jin's going for that. Man, it's yeah. I mean, let's see. It's tricky. You get. Let's see. Wow, I'm
Yeah,
like
because
stumbling over my notes
well,
here. You get
yeah,
4
because
defenses on Black Widow, but you get a full reroll on it too.
it's tough. Yeah, because
There's no brace online, so you really
nope.
only need to do 2 damage because you can put yourself Miles in a position to hit the wild and throw maybe into Jessica.
Yep.
So there's definitely good options here. I think basically what's happening is Jin is like running the numbers to see like what uh what what the best way he should go about this is. Should I attack? All right, he's moving, grabbing the spider. Oh, we're doing a no. Hold on, we're doing a spender. He's going for it. 9 dice energy into Black Widow, martial
Oh yes.
artist.
I guess yeah, it's webbed up, and you
Oh,
only
it
got
got her. It barely got her. Oh my
oh
goodness.
just barely.
4 successes into 1 block, and you can't reroll energy attacks.
Oh
So, bam, there it is. Oh my goodness,
man.
that was close. Look at that, a couple of
Yeah.
successes difference, and we're in a different game
Oh,
here.
that's the game, man. That's. I mean, especially at this level. When you're having a final that's this well played, it really just comes down to, just marginal differences in terms of how things play out.
Yeah, that's right. There we go. And there's no way to catch
Yeah.
him. My goodness,
Nope.
dude.
That'll
He's
do
gonna
it.
take out Peter here just to do it. But
Well, sure.
yeah, but it looks like you're gonna only gonna be able to score 4, 5 overall going to because Wolverine's gonna get one, and both Steve and Cable. Well, I mean, you still have to take out Peter, but that's the most you could get. Bobby could get here is 5 VPs. Um, he's looking for the charge. He's looking for a move charge maybe. I don't think he gets there though. I think he's out. Oh man, that's tough. Um, but you would need that. Yeah, you could do that. But then Peter just runs away from Cable and goes to where Wolverine is. Just move, leap, gets onto the point, and then he gets the 2 points that way.
Enough. That's just it,
So
because
yeah,
Wolverine's not contesting that.
yeah. There's no. I don't see a way. Yeah, I don't see a way out of this one. That was. Oh man,
No.
that was a good game. It's a good. Let's
That
see. I
would
mean,
have.
I'm sure they're gonna play it the last little bit here, but
Oh, of course you do. But yeah, what a great game. What a well played final.
yes. That is. That's really cool. Very cool. Timelines, man. I love timelines, and maybe I'm a little bit biased,
No,
but
I liked it. I liked it, especially when there was so much midline steal shenanigans. It's kind of fun to take that offline and not have to think about it. But it is kind of nice now that it's kind of nice to go back to the sort of the regular game too.
yeah. The
I do
I
like.
go ahead.
No, I like the idea of bringing it in, and you sort of feel like you're playing a different game, but you're not. So it really does create some um, nice variety.
Yeah, it was definitely a lot of fun to play in this event, and I like timelines a lot. I think that you get to bring cards that you're not normally used to, and you get to see characters that you aren't seeing at the top of the meta when you're playing in competitive events that are have open that have standard character pools. So it's really cool to see. Yeah, so
And it has kind of a similar. It's sort of like you're almost playing a team tournament type of strategy, just
yeah,
with your own teams.
I know. That's what I think. I said that like a couple days ago. It's really cool. It's a really cool thing because I I like to like solo. I'm like the rogue agent type of situation, like just go in on my own and just play an events. And this timeline let me do that, but like let me play the team event, but like as a solo
Yep.
person. Yeah, it's a cool way to look at it.
Yeah. I think it's just it's a. I get why people were suspicious about it, and I get that it's not everybody's cup of tea. I think there's players that don't like being told what they can and can't play, and I get that, and I get that. But it is I'm glad it's not the only way to play the game.
Yeah, exactly. I think that ultimately, I mean, yeah, there was a little bit of a negativity towards that. Exactly why you said that, because people weren't didn't like being told what they couldn't do with the game. And but my position, my only pitch to if you haven't tried timelines is to try it. That's all I. That's all I gotta say about it. Is just like try it. I did try it. I played a bunch of them. Played 4 events before I went to Adepticon, and even playing weekly was a completely different experience from playing your 3 rosters on the same day. Like playing them on the same day was incredible. I had not experienced that before and it was such a blast.
Did you find it was harder to do or easier?
Oh, I I mean, I just was so uh first time at Adepticon, so it was like the first so I was just full of energy the whole time because I was just excited to be there. So
Yeah.
it was just very cool. I had the that adrenaline kind of like I was fully energized the whole time. I really liked how on the same day within a 4 hour span basically, I could play I could play an X-Force team and play a completely different game and then play a web warrior team in my next matchup. And then it's like I had to pilot an X Force team and then 2 hours later I had to pilot a web warrior team and that was really cool.
I bet. I got it. I'm gonna try real hard to make it next year. I haven't been to Adepticon yet. I really want to.
Yeah, it was cool. I got to meet Jesse too there, so that was really cool.
That's very cool. That's very cool.
Okay, looks like they're wrapping up the last activations. He was
Yeah,
able to daze Peter here, so he's gonna
he
looks
was.
like he's going to see what Steve can do if he can get there. Um, Okay, so it's like if he can get there, he can stop him. But I don't know. I don't think he's in.
I don't
Let's see.
see. So you'd have to move, charge.
All right. Let's see. Now we're gonna see. Now we're gonna see the truth here. Now that he's moved once,
Up
pay 2 for charge.
and charge.
Let's see. Maybe he gets there. Oh man, he may. I don't know. It's tight. Oh, that's out. That's out.
Yeah.
That's what's my gut's telling me that's out. All right. Yeah.
Yeah, not terribly close.
Okay, so he's gonna score. So in this board state, he scores 2 on Cable and 1
Yep.
on Steve and 1 on Wolverine. So that's 4.
Wolverine's injured, isn't he?
Uh, Wolverine is injured. Yeah, but he can still secure. He can
Oh,
still
that's right. He can
secure.
secure.
He
That's
just
right. He
can't. He
just
just can't
can't.
interact. Yeah.
You're right. Yep. You're right. You're right. So 16 to 10, 11,
13.
12, 13.
Yeah, looks like that's the
Yep.
case.
Yeah, that's that feels about right for a well played final.
Okay, so what do you think about when would the next secret war happen? And you don't have to tell me if it's a secret.
I think we'll be so we usually take a couple weeks off and kind of give everybody a chance to breathe a little bit.
Yeah.
My suspicion is given there were a lot of people that sat this one out because they didn't want to play timeline. So I think we'll just probably play a standard challenger event and kind of go back and doing what we normally do. So I would anticipate we'll probably start seeing sign up somewhere mid to late April and maybe get started the first part of May.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I joined into the Discord like the week after you guys locked in the last Secret War, and I was like, oh, bummer, I missed it, so I had to wait a cycle. So yeah, it sounds like if you want to get into the next Secret War and join the Fury's Finest Patreon or Discord, you can join the Patreon. I've joined for $1.
It's a dollar.
I did that for $1. All right.
It's $1 a month, man. What else are you gonna do with that dollar?
Yeah, yeah, that's right. It was and so yeah, and you get access to that, and of course you can sign up for the event, the Secret Wars, if you're a Patreon, if you're a Discord member through Patreon. So
Yep. I'm hoping that Secret Wars 8 will have. I'm guessing that we'll have a pretty good turnout because I know there were a good chunk of folks that sat this one out because timeline wasn't their jam, and
yeah,
that's I get that.
yeah. Let's see if they here. We're gonna just go. I'm gonna just skip ahead on the replay here to see. Oh, only a couple minutes here. There we go. They put the scores in. Jin 16-13.
Yep.
All right. So anyway, that wraps
Good.
up the game. So thank you to both players for letting us record and then stream the game. It's great. We had a great blast watching it, and thank you, Patrick, for joining me on commentary. That was a blast, and I'd love to do it again. Probably, hopefully, in the next final.
100%. Looking forward to it. Really, thanks for letting me crash your party. Congratulations to both the participants for a really well played final, and congratulations to Jian for defending a title.
Yes. All right. I will. I'll catch you next time, man. I'll see you
Sounds
later.
good, man. Take care.
All right, that wraps it up, guys. Thank you for joining on chat. Thanks for Patrick for joining me. That was a blast. And got a couple games lined up. I got a Friday tomorrow, 10 p.m. Eastern. I've got a second chance game on the West bracket, and it could potentially be the actual finals depending on pair down situations. And then we have a Australian second chance bracket, 5:30 a.m. Eastern for me on Saturday. So we got a couple of streams coming up. We'll catch you in the next ones. See you later.